Hi everybody, today is Friday, August 11th, and I am really excited to be back and doing a video today. I hope everyone has had a really good summer. Mine has been pretty busy, but I am really looking forward to fall, and especially fall with Scentsy. So earlier this week, I got in my new fall winter testers and bars, as well as the new fall winter catalogs. So I'm so excited for everything that is coming up this upcoming season, and I hope I'll be able to do a first sniffs video of the fall winter new releases. I also got my little sneak peek of the 2023 harvest collection, and there are so many things in here that I cannot wait to get my hands on. I was really excited that consultants were able to get the bars in the harvest collection a little bit early. I've not smelled these, so I am really excited to dive in and share my first sniff thoughts on the Harvest 2023 collection. I love all things Halloween, so I was really excited to get this bag. It is quite small, so compared to a catalog, that's how big it is, but I thought that was a really cute addition. And the 5 bars are Cashmere Leaves, Fall into Love, Dutch Apple Bread, Forever Fall, and White Pumpkin and Driftwood. So I am so excited, and we'll go ahead and start with Cashmere Leaves. And Scentsy describes this as apple, falling leaves, and cashmere spice. I am really intrigued by this. I usually really like apple scents, especially kind of spicy apple scents. Ooh, this is nice. So you definitely get that kind of spiced apple that almost smells a little bit on the gourmand side of things, but the falling leaves and then that kind of cashmere note do make this feel a little bit more perfumey. On the bottom, the apple note I'm getting is actually really similar to the apple note that was in Crimson Berry Christmas. Ooh, I really like that. So it's a very sweet, tart apple on the bottom. And then on the top is where I'm smelling a little bit more of that spiciness. So this is a really nice take on kind of a fall spiced apple. Ooh, I really like that one. It's a little deep, it's very rich. I think that one will be a really good performer, and I'm excited to try that one. All right, up next is Fall into Love, and this one is described as fresh orange peel, cool eucalyptus, and sweet balsam. So just from those scent notes, this sounds like it might border a little bit on a holiday scent to me. This also sounds like it might be a little bit similar to Wild for Fall that we saw last year. So I'm excited to smell this one. Ooh, this is nice. So this is actually a little bit more fresh and light than I was expecting, and I think it's that eucalyptus. Ooh, on the bottom, I am getting a lot more of kind of a burst of almost like a clean, fresh eucalyptus vibe. This is actually quite sinus clearing. Ooh, this is really nice. This smells very clean to me. The eucalyptus note that I'm getting on the bottom is quite herbal, a little medicinal, but not quite as medicinal as the eucalyptus in Just Breathe. This is definitely on the fresher side of things. And I'm picking up a little bit of that sweet balsam that kind of grounds the eucalyptus. But to me, this doesn't smell like a really obvious Christmas tree scent, and that's kind of what I was worried this one might smell like. This actually smells like something that would be in like a high-end boutique. This is actually a really sophisticated smell, and now that I have it out of the clamshell and it's kind of breathing a little bit, that burst of eucalyptus has calmed down quite a bit, and this is really pleasant. Ooh, this smells like it would be a really nice candle. This is really well balanced. I like this one. There's a little hint of that citrusy orange, but not enough for me to call this a citrus scent. It's just there, I think, again, to balance the eucalyptus with that little bit of pine too, or balsam. Ooh, I really like that one. That one is very sophisticated, clean. Really, really nice. That one's very, very fresh. All right, next is Forever Fall. So this one is baked pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and brown sugar. So this one is definitely leaning on the more pumpkin spice side of things. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of bakery to this one. Ooh, on the bottom, that is like a rich, sweet, kind of caramelized brown sugar note. I'm not a huge fan of the super sweet bakery scents. I think maybe in like the coldest part of the fall, I might reach for this one, but this definitely has quite a bit of a bakery vibe to me. You do get that kind of sweet, creamy pumpkin, and then a little bite from the cinnamon stick, but I am picking up a lot of brown sugar from this one. Yeah, to me, this one smells like a baked fall good. So really, really nice. I think that people who like bakery scents will probably like this one. The pumpkin note in this is really nice, but that sweet kind of caramelized brown sugar might just be a little too much bakery for my preference, but this definitely does smell like fall. This one is almost smelling, I don't know, like the slightest hint boozy to me, and I'm not sure where that's coming from. Almost like there is like a drop of bourbon in this one. So I'm interested to see if anyone else picks up that note in Forever Fall. And then next we have another bakery scent. This is Dutch apple bread. And Scentsy describes this as fresh sliced apple, warm cinnamon, rolled oats, and brown sugar. So I know the bakery lovers have been clamoring for some more bakery scents, so I hope this one does the trick. Ooh. This one is nice. So on the top, I'm actually picking up quite a bit of like a fresh cut apple scent. And on the bottom, this to me is smelling a little bit like applesauce. Kind of like a stewed apple with some cinnamon and fall spices. I'm not getting a ton of a really rich bakery note, like a bread or a cake. To me, this actually smells more like just the stewed apple part. The apple note is kind of a very, almost like tart or sour apple. And I think that's why it first smelled to me kind of like a fresh cut apple. But then as I smell a little bit deeper, I'm getting more of the fall spices. And yeah, this smells kind of like stewed apples or applesauce to me. I don't pick up much of a rolled oat note. And I'm not getting that super, super saturated sugary smell from the brown sugar in this one. This is more like a dusting of brown sugar just to kind of sweeten things up with that tart apple. This is reminding me a little bit of maybe an apple version of a bar that we had in a harvest collection several years ago. I had it in my club for a while. I think it was called Cinnamon Roasted Pear. But this smells like the apple version of that. So I actually like this one. I think that I will enjoy this one as we head into the fall. So that is Dutch apple bread. And last but not least in this 5-pack is white pumpkin and driftwood. And Scentsy says this is white pumpkin, driftwood, white cardamom, and warm solar amber. So I'm expecting maybe a little bit more of a masculine fragrance or a woodsy type fragrance. I'm really, really excited to smell this one. It's a pretty gray color. Ooh, this is nice. Let's smell the bottom. Okay, yes, I actually am getting quite a bit of a masculine, almost like bordering cologne driftwood note. It actually smells a lot like the driftwood note that was in a bar called Driftwood Bay that was in the summer collection a few years ago. A little masculine, and it's interesting because I guess I'm getting the cardamom, which is kind of coming across to my nose as kind of a nutmeg scent. Yeah, so to me, I'm getting a lot of that kind of spicy cardamom or nutmeg vibe with a masculine driftwood. There is a little bit of muskiness to this that I think is coming from the amber. This is a really interesting, unique scent. I'm not getting a ton of pumpkin, but it could just be kind of the creamy base for the scent. This is almost reminding me a little bit of vanilla bourbon from the Father's Day collection last year, or maybe what they were hoping vanilla bourbon might smell like, because this actually smells a little bit more masculine to me than vanilla bourbon did, but it's along those same lines. So kind of a sweet, musky, masculine fall scent. This one's interesting. I'm excited to see how this one warms up. The masculine note might be a little too much for me, but it might totally transform and kind of come together and blend together nicely when it's warming. So this one is very, very interesting. This is definitely a masculine, kind of musky, spicy take on a fall scent. Interesting. All right, I still have to smell the new Frightfully Delightful scent from Disney, but I did want to rank the Harvest bars in order of my preference just based on first sniffs. So surprisingly to me, I think my favorite is Fall Into Love. This was a very pleasant surprise. I was worried that it would be a little too pine or Christmas tree smelling, but that eucalyptus is done so well. This is just very fresh, clean, crisp, really, really nice. This smells very sophisticated. I think this smells like something that would be in a very high-end boutique. This would be a really nice candle. There's a little hint of potpourri in the background. This is just really, really well done. And I think that my parents are really gonna like this one. So if you like fresh, clean, kind of woodsy scents, I think that you will really, really like Fall Into Love. And then my second favorite on Cold Sniff is Cashmere Leaves. This is a really nice spiced apple scent, but definitely when compared to like Dutch apple bread, this is on the more spicy or potpourri side of things rather than a bakery or gourmand scent. You do get that really nice sweet apple, but it's really grounded by a rich, kind of musky cashmere base, and then a really nice kind of woodsy undertone. I think if you liked falling apples, you might like this scent. This one smells a little bit deeper to me than falling apples, and a little spicier, but really nice. This one will be beautiful on a cold fall day. And then I think my third favorite is Dutch apple bread. And this was surprising to me because I thought this one would smell the most bakery of the bunch, but I'm actually just getting a really nice kind of spiced stewed apple note. It reminds me a lot of, I think it was called Roasted Cinnamon Pear from a Harvest collection a few years ago, but really, really nice. I like that one. I think my fourth favorite is White Pumpkin and Driftwood. I'm going to have to warm this and see how this smells warming, but it definitely has a masculine note running through that. So that's a little different, very unique. And then I think just based on cold sniffs, my least favorite is Forever Fall. And I guess I'm just really hit or miss on the pumpkin spice scents because I really love pumpkin roll. I really love pumpkin cinnamon swirl. But I think there's something about the bakery note in this one that's just a little too bakery for me. And I hope that means that people who love bakery will really, really like this scent. I think that I'll probably appreciate it a little bit more when it's warming. And even now when I'm smelling it, it smells really good. It definitely does smell very fall-like, very warm and cozy. I actually really like it. I think I like them all. I think they're all really nice. I think they're a sophisticated group, very well-rounded, and I'm excited to give them all a try. All right, and last but not least, I did want to smell the new Disney Frightfully Delightful scent. This is coming out along with a new warmer, the Mickey Mouse Jack-o'-lantern warmer. This is a really iconic design that you see through the Disney parks at Halloween time. So I think that is going to be really, really popular. And this scent is described as extraordinary golden pumpkin illuminated with bright harvest peach and delightful touches of whipped vanilla and brown sugar delivers the thrills of the season. So this sounds interesting with the peach note. I'm excited to see what this one smells like. Ooh, so on the top, this really just smells like kind of a pumpkin spice type scent, but taking it out, I actually am picking up a little on that peach. And it's a really interesting note. It actually smells quite strongly like peach. And I would have never thought to put those fragrance notes together, the pumpkin and peach. It's a very tart, almost like candy-like peach. You get the sweetness from the whipped vanilla, but the combination of peach and pumpkin is very interesting. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this one. I don't want to say that this one is like perfect pumpkin pear, but it's kind of along the same lines where you put the pumpkin with a sweet, tart, fruity scent that might be a little off-putting to some people's noses. I don't know, I'm going to have to get used to this one. This is almost, there's almost this cloying sweetness that's coming from the vanilla and the peach, but then I really like the pumpkin and kind of spice note that's in here. And this doesn't mention spice, it just says brown sugar. But to me, I am picking up some kind of warm fall spices. So I like that aspect of it. But it's a very interesting combination with the sweetness of the peach and vanilla. So I'm interested to see what other people have to say about this one. Definitely unique and different. I was just trying to think what this Frightfully Delightful smelled like or reminded me of. And something about it is actually reminding me a lot of Caramel Pear Crisp. There's just something about the kind of ooey gooey, super sweet and tart fall scent that is smelling to me kind of like Caramel Pear Crisp. So maybe like a pumpkin version of Caramel Pear Crisp. If you liked this one, I think that you might like Frightfully Delightful. So again, I'm excited to see what people think about this one. All right, I am really excited for the Harvest collection to launch on September 1st, along with the new fall winter catalog. Like I said, there are so many things in here that I am really, really excited for. I'm just kind of flipping through here. I think that this element warmer is really cute. I try not to buy many element warmers just because I do like the glow of the light bulb, but I think that is really cute. I also really like this new Darling Lumina Pumpkin. It's like a stuffed pumpkin that you can put scent packs into. This looks very Pottery Barn inspired to me, so I think I'm going to pick that up. Really cute things. I love this warmer. It's called Let's Get Batty. I definitely have to get my hands on that one. So many cute things for Halloween. I love that they kind of went with this classic Halloween vibe. Really cute. And then I think people will like that dish soap is back. I do wish that they brought it out in something other than Autumn Road Trip, just because we've had that in the past and it wasn't my favorite. But I think people will really like the pack of hand soap that comes with Autumn Road Trip, Fall into Love, and Velvet Moon. And something that I am so excited for are these fragrance flowers. So these come in Forever Fall, Cashmere Leaves, and Fall into Love. And they are a new design in these really pretty fall colors. I'm so excited for those. So you'll have to let me know what you are looking forward to in the Harvest collection, and I hope to be back with a first sniffs from the fall winter catalog soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.